Assalamualaikum and welcome to UMT TV. My name is Mahnoor and welcome to another episode. With me is Sir Mutahir, Mehmood, Awan, Assistant Professor of the School of Architecture and Planning. Thank you for joining us, sir. And sir, congratulations on your award. Congratulations for the recognition that you achieved with all of your hard work.
Thank you very much.
So, sir, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself, your education, your background.
My basic education is from the UET. I've done city regional planning undergrad back in 2004. And then I went abroad for the higher education. I've done Masters in Construction Project Management for University of South Wales in the UK. And then I came back in 2010. And I've been working with the planning aid in the UK, and I was working with my own business as well. So when I came back from the UK, I joined the government sector initially. I was selected as Assistant Director in the Law Development Authority. Then I was promoted as Deputy Director, Town Planning in the LDA. And after resigning from the LDA, I joined the mainstream department, that is the Government of the Punjab Planning and Development Department. I was selected as Assistant Chief in the Public-Private Partnership Cell. And after that, I was being approached by the UMT to start off. They was in the process of kicking off a new department that was known as the City and Regional Planning Department, and it is the first in the private sector. And there is only 3 in a countrywide. I mean, in the province. I mean, at the provincial level, we have just 1 in UET. Second one is the Lahore College for the Women University, and the UMT is brave enough to start off a new department in the School of Architecture and Planning, and the department known as City and Regional Planning Department, and this is the first in the private sector. So I was asked to join, and I was in the pioneers. I was first one who joined this department and started off as a team lead initially, and then the journey starts with the UMT.
And then your journey started in UMT.
Yes.
That's really nice, sir. So what drove your motivation in UMT? What drove you to work that hard that you were achieved with this recognition in the end?
Before I just answer your question, I need to just tell you why I joined the UMT. I mean, the one thing is that because the department I was previously working with,
of course,
that was the big department. I mean, you were in the mainstream. You were always working with the ministers and the secretaries. And it was a big decision for me to resign and join and start on the new department, just because of the reputation of the UMT. I heard of the UMT before joining it. I mean, it was a great reputation.
By media or?
By my own friend circle.
Yeah.
Because I was in LDA, I've been visiting the UMT for the other purposes as well. I mean, and the reputation was a bit higher as compared to the other, the private sector universities. Yeah. And that was the main thing that drove me to join it and start off. And secondly, definitely, there is no match for that. My passion towards my own profession, that is the town planning. So that was my main derivations for joining the UMT. So your question was
what motivates you?
What motivates me? I mean, definitely the hard work that comes first. I was been working very hard to start off, and it was like my own brainchild. When I started off this department, it was on the beginning stages. It was very, what you call it? I mean, in the infancy, in what you call it?
The adrenaline you got from
Yes. तो उसके बाद जो है my affiliation with that department is very high. So that was basically the reason. I just always been working very hard, and I was always about to deliver something, and was following it, and was done it. And
it's not just about hard work; it's all about your soul, soul connection to your. Okay.
That's the main thing. And in the end, I was recognized by this really worthy program, I would say. And it was the first time it ever happened in the last 5 years. I think it should be continued on a regular basis. And the recognition is the one thing. I mean, if you appreciate someone, that gives you the motivation. Yeah. And you work even harder. So that's the best thing. I'm thinking the UMT, this program is excellent. I think it should continue for the next time as well. So that's my suggestion at the moment.
So, sir, could you give us a more highlight detail of your experience till now in UMT?
It's a great experience. I've been learning a lot. I mean, when I was working with the government sector, I mean, you just shut down your thinking process. Mm-hmm. When I joined the UMT, there are lots of training. I mean, you are always improving yourself. Everything is new. Definitely, everything is something new is happening. I mean, and you are just improving yourself, getting trainings. I mean, you've been organizing different conferences. I mean, this is a great experience working with the UMT, and the total new avenue is there. I mean, you're learning all day. You're learning everything. I mean, every day, everything new thing is happening in the UMT. That's a big thing.
So have you gained or lost anything through this
I
journey?
just gained. I think I haven't lost anything because
apart
my
from
academia.
experience.
Nothing. I think I would say there's nothing I lost in UMT. I've been gaining a lot. Other than the trainings, I've been getting my what do you call that? I mean, the work satisfaction. And the big thing is, if you're working and you're enjoying it, there is no match for that.
Yeah.
And if you're not enjoying it, like previously in the government sector, I mean, there is always the pressures building on your nerves, and you are always in the process of resigning that particular pressures. You want to get rid of that pressures. But here in UMT, I mean, you're learning with your own pace, and there is a good atmosphere, good ambience in UMT for the workers. I mean, for like me.
A good environment.
A good environment, yes. It's great. It's great here.
So when you were given this recognition, this award, what was the experience? How did you feel?
It was good, I would say. I mean, you always enjoyed being recognized, and definitely it adds on your CV, whatever we call it, CV or your profile.
Resume.
I mean, it's good. It's good. You always enjoy it. I've been very humble with that. I mean, the first time, no, it's not the first time in my life. I've been getting other awards as well. I mean, like to getting a new job and resigning the previous one. This is another very good challenging factors you achieved in your life. So I think it's always wonderful to have recognition for what have you been doing it.
Yeah.
So this very positive sign from the
So
UMT.
when you worked through all of that, was there any support? Do you thank anyone for this award?
Yeah, particularly I would definitely, it's a teamwork.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to mention a name, Dr. Yusuf Awan. I mean, he's been very cooperative, he's been very supportive. He's the Dean of School of Architecture and Planning. So, and at CUD as well. I mean, she never stopped you learning. She never stopped you bring you new ideas.
So they helped you.
I mean, that helps me that I had the liberty to do whatever I want to do, innovations in teaching and learning. I mean, nobody stopped you. And that's the main thing. I mean, when they stopped you, there is a barrier. I mean, you're just fighting with the barrier. You're wasting your time in just fighting against those barriers to overcome those barriers.
Yeah.
But there was no such barriers in our department. And since from the top level, I mean, Dean is very much cooperative, and he was the one who just, one who just asked me to join and start off the department because it was his brainchild, and he wants it to grow.
Yeah.
So that's what's he always been very supportive. And then the CUD, Dr. Fiyata, she was quite supportive as well. I mean, so there is no, I would say it's a teamwork.
Of course.
It's a teamwork.
So what do you think of this whole program, the employee recognition program?
I told you earlier, I mean, it's very good to recognize someone's effort and give you very positive sign and give you energy to work more. I think it should continue.
Do you think there should be more programs like this?
Yes, definitely. Other than your, overall recognition as the employer of the quarter, there would be some other activities that should give you before the end of the quarter. I mean, even a good gestures from your top management.
Of course.
That definitely gives you energy and to give you deliver more.
Motivation.
Motivation, yes.
So, last question, sir. What do you believe? What do you think the ideal type? What do you think makes a good employee? What do you think makes a good employee?
So I would say there's a different ingredients to be a good employee.
A lot of elements.
For me, it's like the hard work and be cooperative.
Yeah.
And be open up with the students and give them opportunity to discuss their issues. I am also working as a badge advisor, and I always guide my students with open heart without putting the barriers. I mean, if you stop, if you just put the barriers on their thinking process, you definitely going to stop the learning process.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest motto in life. I mean, don't stop anyone. Let them flourish, let them grow, let them ask questions, no matter how silly that question is. You should give more rooms to the students. I mean, other than your book readings, other than the lectures and notes, you should be working with them as a mentor, and that gave a very good impression on the students.
Yeah.
And in the return, definitely they give you some feedback as well. And that feedback helps me in achieving my goal in my life. So it's kind of mutual work. So I would say this program is very good, and the whole point I would like to make here is like give freedom to the students. Don't stop their learning process. That will help.
That makes a good employee.
Yes, that makes definitely.
Okay.
I would say.
So apart from negative chains, you give them freedom. They will find innovation and learn. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We will see you next time on another episode of the Employee Recognition of Employee of the Quarter. My name is Mahnoor Khan, and this is UMT TV.